Welcome to my messy desk. I'm here today doing a spread from a trip I took to the British Museum with a friend of mine. We went to have a look round and just see some of the cool stuff that's there, really. And we ended up turning up on a day when they were doing a big draw, so we got involved in some colouring. So that's what you're going to see today. So I'm starting off by taking my pictures, which I've sized to 4x4, and I have 3 2x2 pictures as well. I do these just by taking a standard picture and I either use Instagram photos, of which I'm fairly prolific on Instagram, or I use a Beautiful Mess app to make them squared photos. And I use the Beautiful Mess app to get 4 2x2 pictures onto one sheet. I'm just cutting them out, and I've just cut all of the white edges from the 2x2 because I didn't really want those random white edges. I'm just laying out my pictures now, and I started off thinking I might try and get it in order from the things that I saw, and kind of a rough order of what happened, and that's what I sort of start with around the edge. Just pop those little 2x2s in, but you'll notice as the spread goes through, some of those pictures leave this spread and lots of them move around. So I'm just flicking through some paper pads now. This is my favourite paper pad, and I think I've mentioned it a lot of times on my blog, but I haven't done that many voiceovers, so you probably haven't heard me say this before. But I absolutely love this kaleidoscope paper pad, and I try really often to find ways to fit it into a spread, but it just wasn't really working with the colours. So instead I got a couple of 4x6 cards. You see this one coming out first. This is from the Fine and Dandy collection, and it's a sort of yellowy greeny sort of colour, I suppose, a bit insipid, but I thought it worked quite well with some of the colours from the mask that I was drawing or colouring in. So I've just cut that down. I trimmed off the edges. I don't really like rounded edges, and I know all the cards come with rounded edges, but I'm just not a huge fan, especially when I've got white bordered photos, because they just look stupid when they've got, well, I think, when a white bordered photo has got a rounded edge. So I only feel I can do it when I don't have rounded edged photos, or bordered photos, sorry. So here I've picked out another 4x6 card, and this is again from Fine and Dandy collection, I think. I really like the colours in that collection, so I tend to get my Project Life cards off eBay, so I just get sort of partial sets that people are obviously bored with, and yeah, I just use those generally, and that means I can get a mixture and I don't have to commit to any one set, but I have got quite a few lots of the Fine and Dandy collection. Here I'm just using a bit of 6x6 paper, which I think might be from an Amy Tangerine set. Can't remember, because that pad, I've got a couple of pads that are all falling apart and become one, really. And I've just matted those photos because they weren't quite 2x2 once I'd taken the borders off of them. And here I'm using my Sizzix to cut out the word wonderful, I think I go for in the end. And it's one of the Sizzix Thinlet dies, which have 16 in a pack. They're quite good. I really like them in that they cut out and they're really good lettering, but I do find them really annoying to try and get them out of the, what is it called? Out of the die, that's the word. So once they're actually cut out, I then fiddle around for ages, which I cut out, so it just looks like I'm a genius, and I like immediately peeled it off, but that didn't really, no, you miss lots of swearing that happened in between that edit there. So I've got the word wonderful. I was kind of happy with it, but I wish I'd gone for more of a solid colour, because it does make your eyes go a bit funny. This sticker pack here is amazing. I got this off of Amazon, and I think it's by Semicolon is the name that's on the pack. But I just really wanted some sticky labels, and scrapbooking stuff in the UK I personally find really hard to come by, so you have to use your imagination a bit. So getting hold of these stickers, they have so many colours, and I used a kind of dark green colour there to stick on that picture of my feet. And I'm just going through now, sort of sticking down the backgrounds for these 2x2 photos, and I do fiddle about with it a little bit because I couldn't really, it seemed to look better a certain way around. I Don't know why that is, but it did look better a certain way around. So I did lots of fiddling around with those, and they're so tiny, aren't they? They look really cute, but yeah, just so tiny. What I really want to do is do one of those little filler pocket things, but I think I need to get something to secure it, and I worry about what it will look like from the other side, so I'm not sure whether I'll ever use something clear or ever really utilise clear pockets. Here I'm just playing around with a few die cuts. These are from Kaisercraft, from the Fiesta die cut set. Again, I got these off Amazon, and I am in love with them. The colours are amazing, and I found this die cut at the top there which says life is about life is about using the whole box of crayons, and it was just perfect because I had done loads and loads and loads of drawing. So I'm just adding these little snippets of journaling. I'm not a huge journaler. Journaler? Is that a word? No, I'm saying it's a word. I'm not a huge one of those anyway. So I don't tend to add lots and lots of journaling to my spreads. I let the pictures do most of the talking and the odd sticker with something worthwhile putting on it, she says. One of them says I was waiting for a train, and the other one is on the picture of the Shard, and I absolutely love the Shard. I love the Shard and I love Tower Bridge, and they are my favourite London landmarks. Just really that whole part of London, I just love it there. So I'd taken a picture of the Shard, which I'd sent to everybody that I knew, and just put a little comment on in the speech bubble there. I wrote a little bit of journaling about what we did that day, about how we kind of got involved in the big draw. We really wanted to do it. We really wanted to sit there and colour in the masks, but we were a bit nervous about it because really there were just loads of kids doing it. And then this lady said to us, "Oh, come on, you can join in, it's for adults as well." Oh, I should have seen our eyes light up, it was amazing. So we got really, really involved in that. And then after a little while, the table was basically just filled with adults who were colouring in masks like small children. But yeah, we all had fun. So I've just stuck all of those bits down, and I'm just using here Dovecraft set of adhesive gems, and just sticking a few of those on. I'm quite new to the use of these, but I was pleased with them actually. I've used quite a lot the last few spreads that I've done. And here I'm using another Project Life card, but I have no idea what set this comes from, and I'm just cutting it down to 2x2, and I picked this one. It's got quite a lot of the colours that I'd used already in the set, so it's got some oranges and some greens in it. And then I picked this little round sticker that says "Hello Lovely Life," which comes from Becky Higgins' confetti collection of chipboard stickers. I then started on this whole stamping malarkey, and I've used 3 or 4 different stamp sets. I think it's 3 or 4. So I used this stamp from Heidi Swapp that said "Journey," and another one from a Heidi Swapp stamp set, which I don't know the name of. If I find it, I'll put it down below, but I don't know it. I couldn't find it earlier. And the other one said "Enjoying This," and then I used a Clearly Kelly stamp from the 100% Me range, which says "This Made Me So Happy." And I've got an Amy Tangerine roller stamp there that says "Delightful," and I kind of faded that out a little bit, and then used a Becky Higgins stamp at the top to put the date on. So I'm doing some kind of weird hand dance there, and this is just a zoom in so you can have a little look. So I was pretty pleased with it. I love the colours, and it all came together really well. I love it when that happens because it doesn't always happen for me. Zoom out, and that's the finished article. So I hope you liked it and it was useful to you. Please like if you enjoyed it and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much.